one aspect of this retreat is also the idea of being plastic free, isn't it?
Yes.
Me and my wife we try to be as plastic free as we possibly can do. We have our own takeaway mugs, and we have our own reusable forks and reusable pots and everything that we take away with us. We don't, wherever we can avoid anything that's not recyclable, especially those coffee cups, which are just ridiculously bad for the environment. You can hardly recycle. But that's part of this retreat, isn't it? That we again, we want that. We want the retreat to actually be completely, almost like waste free, I suppose, in a way.
Yes, and it should. I think we can do that very easily. I mean, I've always been an advocate of recycling, and that's why bits round the farm just sort of look a bit strange, because I've often got furniture that's been given, and rather than go out and buy a very smart seat or something, I've used something, I've recycled it because it was going off to landfill or just of no use. So I've always used that. Everything, virtually, I would say 90% of everything I have has been given to me, and I've recycled it. So that's what we're going to do with this event, isn't it? Everything there's going to be nothing that's wasted, and if the food will be recycled by a Labrador, so we don't actually need to bother about if there's any wastage like that.
Brilliant.
And it will be green, and that's what we need to think about when we're nurturing nature. How green are we making everything for nature?
Yeah. When you were talking about recycling, something that occurred to me, of course, is that the first thing to do is, what you're really talking about there is actually reusing rather than recycling, because recycling is generally repurposing something. Say, for example, you melt down glass and you make something else out of it.
Yes.
And there's obviously a process, and there's obviously energy used in that process. So what you're really doing is you're reusing it.
I'm reusing it.
So
usually,
reuse, recycle, and then maybe replace is the last thing. Is the last step.
Yes. Obviously, there are certain things where you have to have safety comes into it. You have to have a new, like a new life buoy. We didn't get one that was second-hand there because that's important to have that. But no, I think the fact that we want to try and be litter free, which we can do on this retreat, because we can have a fire, so anything that's paper and things like that, we